Hi, it's Jon Mitchell, Mayor of New Bedford, and this is another installment of the Mayor's Weekly Update. So, a couple of really big things this week. So the first thing I want to talk about is a big win in the North End. For the last several years, we have been at loggerheads with a company named Parallel Products, which had proposed to build a waste processing facility in the business park that on land that it had already owned for municipal waste as well as biosolids. And we heard loud and clear that the biosolids portion was a real non-starter for reasons that we can all imagine. And so we have taken the last few years to fight back. And it has been a tough road. We've hired lots of attorneys to ensure that the interests of the city, but particularly the North End and especially the Briarwood, Sassaquin, and Pine Hill Acres neighborhoods were vindicated. And this week we reported that we had reached a deal with the company, a host community agreement that did all that. The biggest thing to come out of it is that there will be no biosolids at this facility, none. And that's a huge win for the city and for all the folks who stood up to oppose that part of the project. The municipal waste facility that will happen there will be enclosed, which is really an important part of it as well, and they are going to pay. We struck as part of the deal what we understand to be the most generous host community payments anywhere in Massachusetts for a facility of its type. They will pay $2 a ton for municipal waste that goes into that facility. In the first year, we project it to be about $800,000 to the city. Half of that money will go into a dedicated revolving fund for public improvement projects in the nearby neighborhoods. So that could be playgrounds, sidewalks, and street trees, street lighting, other stuff that we all want to see in our neighborhoods. In addition, they've agreed to keep trucks off of Phillips Avenue, which was a big deal. It's such a dense residential corridor. We didn't want trucks there, and they're not going to be there. The last thing is that we built into the agreement something called most favored pricing. There comes a time when the city wishes to send its municipal trash to that facility, the city will get the lowest price that facility charges to any of its other companies. The reality is that our landfill, which is right nearby, will run out of space, we project, in the next 15 years. And then the question will be, well, then what? So one thing, as we look for the other solutions, we're going to have this other solution in hand that will be cost effective for the city. So I think that's something that we believe that we will be able to take full advantage of in the years ahead if we think there's a need. So that's a big win for the North End. I really appreciate the work that Brad Markey, the Ward 1 councilor, did with me on this, as well as City Council President Ian Abreu, and the City Council generally, as well as our state delegation as well, Paul Schmid, Chris Hendricks in particular, for their support. This is a big win for the city and something that will enable those neighborhoods to continue to thrive. The other thing I just want to talk about today is what's right behind me. The work that was done here at Hazelwood Park in the last year to restore the bowling greens. This is, we drive by this all the time on Brock Avenue, but this was once a thriving bowling green for bowling, for lawn bowling and croquet, two sports that had been hugely popular here a century ago, and actually 50 years ago, 40 years ago, here in the peninsula. And through a public-private partnership in which we received a number of donations from private actors and City Community Preservation Act funds, we were able to restore this. And as you can see behind me, these are games for people from all backgrounds, of all ages. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we hope that that this is something that will continue to give back to the city. A lot of people are really excited about this, and on a day like this, it's as good of an activity as you can get. People aren't going to get too sweated up or too hot as they would playing other games, but you can still be outdoors. So I want to thank Joanne Tashane, who's founded so many things here in the peninsula over the years, for all of her hard work, all the city departments who are involved, the Friends of Hazelwood Park. Great job, guys, on making this thing happen. This is one of 3 facilities of its type in the Northeast, and it's right here in New Bedford. So congratulations. We hope to see all of you guys out here soon. With that, this has been the Mayor's Weekly Update. We'll see you next week.